going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Vikings going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Again, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Hillman. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott now from the 50. This is Hillman with it. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's Beathard to throw. And he finds get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They'll throw here. Beathard looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Flush to his right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go.
To throw is Beathard. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Beathard to throw. And Davis with it left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Back to throw Beathard. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Second down, Prescott. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A second down throw for Prescott. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Runs through the contact. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a big play there on third down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of...
It's increasing. Some linebackers can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Prescott now on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Prescott on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage. On second down, Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott, incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 23. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Beathard. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some space here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. On play action, Prescott. Now he's forced out right. He's going to let it go here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run. Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Fresh set of downs here. Prescott from the gun. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Play action now, Prescott. And Cook has it, left side. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tack McKinley, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Play was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And now out come the Steelers. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The give is to Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And some room to work. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Bell, and here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Prescott off play action. And his throw is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll go again with Bell, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. After the penalty, it's Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On third down, it's Cook. So he got 3 at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Now the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. To throw again is Ryan. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A give to Bell. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll go option to the short side. And he is knocked down from the side at the 3-yard line.